Today's problem is to reverse every k nodes in a given list. For suppose the given list is this one and k is 3, we need to reverse every k nodes. So this should be 3 2 1 6 5 4 7 8. We have reversed the first three and next three, and then whatever the remaining, if it is 3 3, if it is less than 3, those nodes will be rotated, reversed. So how do we do that? The problem has two problems in it. One is reversing a linked list and another is reversing in the parts. So it will cover both. The algorithm that I'm gonna follow is as we do the reversing a linked list, but here the portions wise. We keep track of the nodes and reverse that particular part, and as these are the sub problems, we do it recursively. Once we do that this part and we make it this one as a starting node, and we send the whole list to the same algorithm and it will reverse this part, and then we'll send this as a starting node for the remaining list. The same, we do that recursively. How we do that, we'll see now. The first thing, uh, we will have three nodes, the current, next and previous. The same as we do the reversing the linked list, we have three nodes to keep track of the current node and the previous node and the next node to keep the links properly. The same way we do that, but we do that only for k number of nodes. um, for suppose if we have this, we initially point the current here and the previous and next will be nulls. Okay, the checks will be, and the k is 3 for suppose. We need to check whether, so the current node initially we make the count as 0 and we count till 3. At that point, when we reach the count 3, the next node will point here and the previous node will point here, so that we can send the next as the starting of the next list, where we have to go to the same algorithm. So we point the current is here and next and the previous will be nulls initially. Now when we traverse to that, the next will be the current dot next. So this is the next, and the current dot next should be a previous. Initially there is nothing, so it will be null. So we set up this link now. Okay, now the next will become current now. The current will become previous now, right? The previous equal to current and the next will become the current. Again the same we will go. Now we need to set up this link. The condition is the current null. Note this is not null. So the next would be this one, current dot next, and we set up this link now, current dot next equal to previous, and now make this previous, make this current. So we set up till this part, we set up, and till this part the count became 2, and now again, is the current null? No, this is not null. So the next is the current dot next, and the current dot next equal to previous, we set up this link. So till this part we reversed. Okay, now the current becomes previous and the next become the current becomes previous. Actually the count became 3, and in the next iteration the count should be less than the 3. As this is not less than the 3, this will be on the previous and it's in the next. We don't change anything here, it will be like this, and we will send the same algorithm from here 4. Now again we will do that. This will be the current and the previous and next will be nulls. The same will repeat till this part, and the links will be formed like this, right? So how we join these two is very important. We need to join this previous, whatever we are returning. If you return the previous here, if this will be the previous, we will return the previous. The head dot next should be the previous, so we need to set up this link here, head dot next equal to previous. So this should be like this. So 3 2 1 and then 6 5 4, this should be the one. So whenever we are returning, we return the previous one. So this is the previous here, and we returned head dot next equal to previous, and then we return that head dot next equal to previous, whatever, this will be the head, right? So head dot, and this will be the head, right? So this will go there here. This is the recursive way. If suppose we have a 7 and 8 here, this one also links will be like this will be 8, this will be the 7, and we return the previous. So the head dot next equal to the previous. The head is nothing but the node which you are sending, uh, node which we are sending every time. See here we send the next as node, so this node dot next equal to the previous. Every time we link this because we are reversing this, so this next equal to the previous, this next equal to the previous. When we link that, every three nodes will be reversed and the link will be established. This is nothing but the previous of the previous one, and this is nothing but the previous, right? This is nothing but the head, the node, the initial node. And for the next iteration, this will be the node, the 4, sorry, the next, this will be the node, and next previous one will be attached to this. So when I write the code, it will be more clear. I'll write the code and explain the process again. So I'll name the function as reverse k nodes. And very first time we will be given a head, but to avoid the confusion, I'm just writing as a node, but the head is a global variable there. So as we discussed, we will have three nodes, current, next and previous, as same as that of reversing the linked list, because this is nothing but reversing a linked list. The tricky part here is just to establish the links between every reverse set. And the previous, so I'll just make it as a prev null, and the next also will be null. And initially the node count is 0. Now the reversing part starts. While the count less than k and the current not equal to null, next equal to current dot next, and current dot next equal to previous, so that we are establishing the connection to the previous and reversing that node. Now we make previous as current and current next as current. Okay, we just increase the node here, count plus plus. By the time count equal to 1, we already traversed 2 nodes because we started from 0. Now, if there is still anything left after 3 nodes, we need to establish the connection. Node dot next equal to, again reverse k nodes. Nodes of next comma k. Okay. Every time we'll be the previous will point to the third node. We need to return that. So return previous. So basically we are attaching this link here. Node dot next equal to previous, the reversed list. This is it. This will give us the first previous will be the first reversed linked list, previous, that will become the head of the final list. So return previous. That's it.